So this was our campsite. What a crappy place. So this campsite extends way back. There was 2 functional toilets from the entire campsite. It was expensive. Smell of sewer. Don't go there. This was, what was it? Seaside something. So we are on day 7. 10 to 8 in the morning. It's a lovely morning though. So no, let me just talk about this campsite. This campsite was horrific. Just 2 toilets. One of them was wet all over. The other one was okay-ish. And there's always a queue to that. Even this morning at 6, although there was just one before me in the queue. The other one, there was actually 3 other ones. 2 of them had no lights at all, so and it wasn't functioning. And there was one it was next to a beach. It was wet all over. So we haven't had breakfast yet. Normally we get some breakfast before we leave. And take a little time of, you know, preparing a cup of coffee. No, not here. The weather looks nice today. This is Sunday. This is supposed to be the very, very last day of summer. It's almost already 19 degrees. My visor is really, really dirty. I cleaned it yesterday, but apparently not very well. So now on the back roads off somewhere in Ireland. There's really a lot of bugs here. Hvor er du hen med benzin?
79.
Okay. That is nice. That is quite interesting. Approaching one of the waypoints on the route, Loop Head. So visibility is a bit lower today, but weather is nice. That was a nice place. And you can actually walk there without having to pay for it. So it's not that warm today, but it's very humid. I know it's like All I do is complain about the weather. It could have been a lot worse, I know that. It's actually quite nice. The reason why I'm sweating is because I was just walking quite a lot in my riding gear. So we ended up on gravel. It's not planned, but I don't mind. I hope Kurt is okay. He was complaining about the dust. Poor Kurt. I can't see him from here. Backroad. It's an interesting landscape. On our way out of the campsite. It's an okay campsite. So we have not moved quite as fast as we had hoped. So what we will be doing is that we will deviate a little bit from the route, because the route as it was continues to take us along the coast, and we're trying to kind of in the mood of not riding along the coast, and then trying to make sure we get a little bit further up north before we yeah, you can see, so this way. So otherwise we were supposed to go all the way to the coast. I don't know why it shifted, because it wasn't really touching it. So yeah, and we want to end up here. It's a bit of a stretch goal to get there, 400 and something kilometers, but we have booked a room, so we will be riding luxury style. And also that kind of saves us for trying to figure out where to stay, and spending time on unpacking tent and stuff. So it was raining yesterday evening and a little throughout the night, so but actually the tent was actually a little bit, my tent was, particularly the inner tent was more dry this morning than the previous mornings, due to all the humidity and dew and whatnot, and we didn't have this this night. So as cozy as these little towns are, they are very busy and traffic is very, very slow. So most of our meals the last few days have been bread with ham and cheese, no vegetables at all, and it does have an impact on your stomach. So what I did, I have had my tent in a dry bag, but it was so wet, and the dry bag obviously keep the water out, but it also keeps the water in. So I've taken the dry bag, the tent out of the dry bag, and just put it on the pannier, hoping that the wind will dry it a little bit, depending on how much rain we will get today. I do expect we'll get some rain, but according to the weather forecast, it'll be mostly dry, clouded, but no rain though. So it's a nice day today. There's a few blue patches on the sky. I guess that's enough rambling for one morning. Yeah, so it's definitely a lot more windy today. Pretty cool landscape here. Not using summer gloves anymore. It's getting a little bit chilly, and I think we'll see rain soon enough. Carried away by a moonlight shadow. It's a nice road. That's a nice place to be buried, if you believe in being in the ground and looking at the view at the same time. So I guess we have encountered a more traditional Irish summer weather. It doesn't rain very much, it's just a drizzle. Well, we are closing in on a waypoint, Bunglass Point. It's a narrow road, that's all we know for now. Oh crap, do we have to walk all the way?
Hello.
Hello.
Do you want to drive up?
Can we?
Yes. You must get a ticket first for your bike.
Yep. Fantastic. Make sure I'm recording. Awesome is this? Damn, it is nice. I love it. Bunglass Point, I love you. It's a long drop. This is the Ire. That was amazing.
It is amazing.
Yes, fantastic. Yeah, at the top, my bike fell over. I forgot to put it in gear, and then the gust of wind took it. And broke my GoPro mount that I have here on the side. That was amazing. That was definitely worth the detour. And I really loved that we could take our bikes up all the way to the top. happened to Kurt? He's just behind me. I hope he didn't fall. Very, very beautiful here. What an awesome scenery. Should be some waterfall around here. Good morning, what a lovely day today. We have just left the most awesome bed and breakfast. It was a older place, but very clean and maintained. The hostess was, the host was extremely nice. I slept like a baby, that's for sure. Now we're heading, the plan is that we're heading to a place called Malin Head, and I think there's a couple of scenes from Star Wars shot at that place. That's a tight space for two big vehicles. 15 degrees, not too warm, so that's nice. So the camera has been a little bit oddly angled, pointing a little bit too much upwards. I'd like to have a little bit of the instrumentation visible in the shots, and also I lowered the windscreen a little bit. I don't know if I talked about the plan for today. The plan for today is to visit Malin Head, continue on the route which takes us to Northern Ireland, where we will be riding along, what's the name of it? I forget all the time. I'm very bad at names, which you probably realize by now. Giant's Causeway or something like that. The northern part of Northern Ireland. There's a few sites. Those of you who have seen Game of Thrones might recall a scene where this red lady, the witch, she was quite good looking actually, as long as she kept her necklace on, gave birth to that weird cloudy thingy as a cave that we are stopping by. It's windy here. Kurt has not seen Game of Thrones, nor has he seen Star Wars. I'm very, very disappointed in that. He has been watching all the episode of Pippi Longstocking Defense. So I completely forget to tell you about the route. Anyway, after doing this Giant's Causeway, which I believe it is called, we have booked a 4 o'clock ferry from Malin to Scotland. I can't remember, can something. So that should be a 2-hour ferry trip, and we will be in Scotland by 6, and we've already made the next reservation, so we will be staying at a bed and breakfast. Whee! That's a nice view here. Looks like a nice beach down there, but now it's cold, and I think most holidays, most people are back to work go check this out. This is, I need to take a picture of this. Nice. So this area is, well, not this road, but specifically, but this is wild alpaca way. So I guess you can, if you're hiking, you can take the wild alpaca way. There's a picture of alpacas, so I guess that you will be encountering alpacas. Very nice morning. So the previous days where the wind was coming from the east, there was not much wind on the western part, so it was a little bit difficult to understand why it's called wild. But today, yeah, I can definitely, and it's not really that windy, but I can definitely understand it better. Another GS in the middle of the road. Move! I don't know. Cool. That cow is like just like I don't give a fuck. I think this is as far as we go. So Malin Head. It's quite windy up here. Yeah, oh, it's a nice place. And the road here was even better. So, welcome to Radio BMA, BMA, and this goes out to all the lovers out there. Backroad Motorcycle Adventures, cover of Brian Adams' Heaven. I just had to, I couldn't remember the name of the song. There was only you and me. We were young and wild and free. It's a nice and very nice morning. And my dog stepped on a bee, and I really have to pee. Noise. So before we get to Northern Ireland, we have to catch a little ferry. And for the German audience, Ein kleiner Ferry. And for the Danish audience, En lille færge. For the Swedish audience, En liten båt. I can pretend I can do the French version as well. Le ferry petit. And I guess ferry means something completely different, probably something inappropriate. It probably means that I have a small wiener. Nothing could be further from the truth, right? Back to talking about the scenery. So the host at the bed and breakfast told us that there is no border patrol between Ireland and Northern Ireland. And I also think that's one of the disputes in the whole Brexit ordeal. Some loose gravel in the middle here. I think it looks like it. Oh, it's not there anymore. Wow, that is one awesome view. What? Oh my god, look at that. Woohoo! I don't know if he honked his horn. What? Time for to pee. I'll do the same. And I will spare you for the details. People are people, so why should it be? You and I should get along so awfully. I wonder if this is Northern Ireland over there. We just missed it. Oh well. So we've just gotten off the ferry from Ireland and we are now in Northern Ireland. Very heavy crosswinds here. So the road we were supposed to take was closed. So we are taking a detour here. But I want to get back on the track. The scenery really keeps amazing me. Must be Scotland over there. So just a mile away from the ferry. So it's some palm trees here. So and I don't think they can stand the freeze. Like if they can't stand the frost, can they? So I'm not sure that it ever gets below zero here.